Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Tech Beans. Today, we're gonna be unboxing the Realme X50 5G, the first phone from Realme this year. And they are starting off with a bang. 5G it is. When I actually saw the specs on this, I was really impressed. Well, besides the 5G, it has the newest processor. That, my friends, is the Snapdragon 765 processor, 7 nanometers, my friends. Oh, it's got a 64MP camera, 4200 mAh battery, 120Hz refresh rate, plus Realme's brand new UI called the Realme UI. So, new year, new look, even the box. This is it, my friends. And yeah, we should mention this. The X50 directly competes with Xiaomi's own Redmi K30 5G. Comparison coming up soon on this channel. Of course, we can't review them both. This is Realme's review. So yeah, without further ado, let the unboxing begin.
No.
Alright, so here we go. A very nice box from Realme. Of course, that's their branding. And the color I have here is Polar Silver, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of internal storage. There are other configurations as well. Just check this out. And Realme, Xiaomi, killer. That's a new tagline. Should have been the official tagline. And here's the phone. Polar white. There are actually two colors, polar white and the blue color. Well, it does remind me of the Realme XT. Let us check what else is in the box. Yellow cardboard, the very big charger. That's a 30-watt charger, my friends. VOOC flash charger, still OPPO technology, and the USB Type-C cable, which is also yellow for VOOC technology. Pretty standard stuff right here from Realme. And finally, the SIM ejector pin. And that's pretty much it. Whoops, almost forgot about this. The manual and the warranty card. And of course, the jelly case. All right. Okay, so here's the phone. Let me just slip this off, and there you go. Okay, so first impressions, the Realme X50 does look like the Realme XT, only it's just bigger by a few inches. At the front, it is totally different. As you can see, it's still using a notch right here on the XT, while the Realme X50 is using a punch hole display. Check that out. Well, still, it's a great design, just not new. I was expecting more from a 2020 device, but like I told you, it's still a pretty good design. Curved back. That is a Gorilla Glass back, my friends. Gorilla Glass 5 and Gorilla Glass 5 right here at the front. So it's very durable, although it's kind of smudge prone. I do like the polar patterns right here. It actually makes the phone look very expensive. And of course, it does not have a fingerprint scanner because it's nope, not at the front. It's actually at the sides. Well, that is also not new because the Redmi K30 also has that with the 4G version. But the thing is, it does make the phone quite thick. And yeah, the phone is quite heavy. Even though it has the same design as the Realme XT, it's not as sexy. This is quite chunky. Okay, so let's go back at the back. Now, what I like about the design is that it's curved. Curved means it's very ergonomic. It is very good for long-lasting texting and gaming or whatever you do. It's just gonna make things a lot more comfortable when holding the phone. And just like the Realme XT, it's curved all the way to the sides. Not only at the sides, but also at the edges, as you can see. And I'm pretty sure the whole body is made out of metal. It is very sturdy. It is one solid phone. So the back is pretty simple. It's just the camera, the LED flash, and the Realme logo. Oh, by the way, I forgot about the cameras. The camera is a 64MP quad camera setup. It has a telephoto lens, an ultra-wide-angle lens, and a macro lens. Pretty nice. At the bottom, we see the speaker grill, USB Type-C port, microphone, and the SIM tray, which is a dual nano SIM slot. Oh, by the way, I already placed a 4G SIM card right here. Now, don't you worry. It's pretty okay to put 4G SIM cards in this device. It's backwards compatible. And there you go. It picks up 4G just fine. At the top, we got one microphone. At the left side, we got the volume rockers. And at the right side, we've got the... Where's the power button? Well, this is it. The power button and the fingerprint scanner. So yeah, you can actually press that. And voila. And yeah, this is it. The Realme UI. This is a 6.57-inch, 1080p, 120Hz refresh rate display. Oh, by the way, it's only IPS. Both good and bad. It's not the best display around. Not the best colors. Not the best viewing angles. See that? Quite dim. Now the display is pretty good. It is very fast. Just like, you've guessed it, Redmi K30. And I'm gonna tell you right now that the phone is just so blazing fast. Just check out the Antutu benchmark score on this. It's 296,000. That is almost a score as the Snapdragon 855 last year. It's actually last year's flagship performance, now in the form and in the price of a mid-range device. So pretty impressive if you ask me. Let's not go too fast. Let's go back to the display. Not only fast, but it's also quite different. It is a punch hole design. I don't know about you guys, but the Realme X50 is like a mirror copy of the Redmi K30. It's just that from everything, from specs, design, it is almost a total copy of a Xiaomi device. I kind of wish it was kind of different, and I know they're competing with each other. That's pretty okay, but this is too much copying. And check this out, even the camera app is the same. That dot design right there came from Xiaomi. Really, this is definitely Xiaomi-like. Gone is the hamburger button right here, and it's replaced by more tabs just like your Xiaomi phone. Like, what is the deal with this? Oh nice, it defaults at high settings. Okay, so it's stuck at high settings, HD graphics, and high frame rates. So which means the processor is simply not optimized yet for this game. That is actually quite surprising because Snapdragon processors usually get the latest updates or the best optimization, but yeah, it is fairly new. Don't worry about that. This thing sounds really good. And look at that. That's a new kind of a slider right there. That's a nice new interface from the Realme UI. And now, thanks to GFX tool, I'm able to unlock everything so that I can try out everything, of course. Look at that. Oh my god. That looks so beautiful. That just looks so smooth. So good. Oh my god. Man, no lag even when falling down. Oh my goodness. This definitely hits the spot. They totally need to update the game for it to support this kind of graphics, because it totally can do it. I mean, look at it. It just looks so beautiful. So smooth. No lag at all. Although there's a little bit of delay on the controls right there, as you can see. But still, very much good. The graphics is pretty impressive. Even with just an IPS display just like this. It's not OLED, my friends. The colors are still good. Viewing angles is... well, it's not as good as OLED, of course. Just look at the grass, the ground. Everything just looks so beautiful. By default, it only gets HD graphics, high frame rates. If you're gonna get the phone, I highly suggest you get the GFX tool. It will unlock everything. Now here's the surprise. Yeah, it's pretty much just like Mobile Legends. Yeah, it's pretty much just like your average Mobile Legends gameplay, but it just looks so good. Look at that. Although you do get the punch hole right here, which is kind of distracting. But don't worry, when you're playing like this, you don't really see it at the left side at all. As in, because it's always covered by your thumb, so no problem there. But yeah, going back to the graphics, it's looking really good. Superb, actually. And yes, it does have HFR mode and ultra graphics, so pretty nice. Now let me just show you right here the first version of Realme UI, version 1. Well, first of all, the icons, it looks a lot more modern now. In comparison, this is the Realme XT. Just look how different that is. It is just a lot more cleaner to look at. Plus, the slider is kind of different. And it also has the slider right here, just like your regular ColorOS phone. That's right, this is still running on ColorOS 7 with the slight variation of the Realme UI. So if you want a screenshot, that's it. So easy. Record video, new note, calculator, and pretty much any app. If you want the shortcut, because that is a shortcut functionality right there. And this can be switched to anywhere. Well, at least at the sides. Alright, so now on to the cameras. Now the quality on the camera on this thing is pretty good. Sharpness is pretty good, although the colors could have been much better, as right now the colors just don't look that good. They're kinda dull. And as always, the dynamic range on Realme phones are pretty good. You can definitely see the skies in broad daylight, although you do get 3 more lenses to add more to your creativity. It's got a telephoto lens which you can zoom in for that nice portrait look, and of course my favorite, ultra wide angle lens. I always use this when taking landscape shots or groovies, so yeah. And finally the macro shot, which I think is not that useful because you're gonna be able to get the same type of look with the ultra wide angle lens, or much better, the telephoto lens. So yes, just like Xiaomi, it has its own mode for the 64MP. And when you take a photo, it's pretty quick. No more loading. Very nice. And check this out. It has an expert mode, which you can control all sorts of settings right here for your camera. And even the zoom range can be changed. Oh, look at this. It even has RAW. Nice. So you can actually take RAW photos on your smartphone now. Gosh, this is such a big upgrade from their previous camera system or camera app. And oh, let's not forget about the video. I was actually surprised with the video. They actually incorporated the ultra steady mode on this from Oppo's own technology. So you're gonna get some ultra steady video on this, just that it's a lot more cropped than the usual. But then again, it feels like it's on a gimbal now. It feels more professional and cinematic. This is already professional level. Although the image quality could be better, something smartphones still can't replace the DSLRs with. Smartphone stabilization has come a long way, and seeing it like this is saying that, okay, it's time to say goodbye to the gimbal industry. But the thing I'm most excited about is that front-facing cameras. Number one, it does have the same camera setup as the Realme XT, 16 megapixel selfie camera, same quality, skin tones very good, especially in good lighting. But what's great about this phone is that it has an ultra-wide-angle lens at the front. This is actually very useful, especially when you're alone and wanted to get a much bigger view of your picture with yourself and the background. And that, my friends, is the Realme X50. Well, actually, for now, it's not that good of a choice. Well, here's the thing. For now, it's not that good. Especially, it's priced almost the same as the Realme X2 Pro, which has a Snapdragon 855 processor, and it's also priced very closely to the Xiaomi Mi Note 10. And I think the Mi Note 10 provides more value than the Realme X50. I just think that there are a lot more phones out there that offer more value than the Realme X50. I mean, the Xiaomi Mi 90 Pro still is a better buy than this. Unless they offer better optimization plus better camera performance, this is not a much better option than the Redmi K30 5G. I believe so, because that is going to be up next. I just think that this is just much better, and I'm gonna review this in a bit. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss this review. Again, I'm Vince from TechBeans, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy New Year!